All right, welcome back, legends and heroes. My name is Soul Betty. You can call me Soul. You can call me Betty. If we are dropping in a ranked Apex game, you can call me whatever you like, as long as you're using your microphone and you're contributing to the team. All right, I'm going to jump right into it, legends and heroes. Let's talk about some of the balancing that's going to happen in Overwatch. So this is something new for me, and this is something I'm pretty excited. I would also ask you, right, for the characters or the heroes that haven't been balanced, which ones are the most annoying? Stay tuned for the rest of this video. At the end, I will tell you the pairings that I think are most annoying and the ones that I wouldn't necessarily think need a nerf, but the ones that definitely frustrate me in game. All right, so first we're going to talk about Genji. So Genji, in my opinion, is definitely an annoying character. I didn't think that Genji was overpowered in any sense. And keep in mind, I'm a casual gamer, so, you know, the pro gamers and the gamers that are in Masters and Grandmasters can correct me on this one. You know, I just thought that they're definitely annoying, and especially if they're good, they're going to have movement that's very cracked, right? So very minor balancing here happening with Genji. So maximum ammo reduced from 30 to 24. One could argue, you know, that's a 6-shooter less, but I think it's manageable. And then the shuriken damage is going to be reduced from 29 to 27. So nothing super major. Again, I am not one of those that thought that Genji necessarily needed a balancing, but you know, it's a little bit of a tweak, and we'll see what happens when November 15th hits to see what that looks like. All right, so let's talk about D.Va. So what is D.Va going to look like on November 15th? So fusion cannon spread increased from 3.5 to 3.75, right? And then the booster's impact damage reduced from 25 to 15. So that one's kind of big. Again, with D.Va, I'm not sure that D.Va necessarily needed a balancing, but one could argue that. Again, this is one that if you're a Masters or a Grandmasters, you know, definitely leave a comment down below and tell me, is that something that was needed? Because I think there's some other tanks on this list, or at least one other tank on this list, that I cringe when I play. D.Va's not one of them. I just think that if they're a good tank player, I still feel like I have a pretty good shot of taking them down. But again, you know, some minor balancing and might be good for the game. So I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. All right, Kiriko. So I haven't even had the chance to play Kiriko. A little bitter about it just because I haven't unlocked Kiriko yet. I'm still fairly new at the game. Never played Overwatch 1, as you know, if you've been following my series. And I will say that Kiriko is definitely annoying when I'm playing against her. But I'm not sure that definitely needed a balancing. Maybe. I just haven't decided on this one yet. But either way, Swift Step invulnerability duration reduced from 0.4 to 0.25 seconds. This I think could be good. I think that it'll definitely help it out, and I don't think it nerfs it to the ground. I know I've been using the terminology balancing, and there's, I think, a difference between balancing and nerfing, and I think that this still stays on that balancing scale. So I think that this is going to be good for the game. Again, wasn't something I was super worried about, but definitely could get annoyed with Kiriko. All right, so what is it going to look like on November 15th when Sombra gets her balancing? So hack ability lockout duration reduced from 1.75 to 1.5 seconds. I think this is going to be huge. This, to me, is the second most annoying character in the game and makes my game not pleasurable to play, right? And the biggest thing is just seeing hacked come across my screen. I am going to give you a live look in just a moment of what my teammates think of Sombra and the hacking as we played a competitive game, and that's essentially all we saw on our screen for the entire game. And I understand that is the ability of this hero. This is just my personal opinion. Very annoying. If you're good at playing her, you know, all the power to you, right? You're disrupting my game, and that's something that you're tasked to do with that character, with that hero. So, you know, all the power to you, and great job playing her. but I'm still annoyed. So that just is what it is. Hacked enemies are no longer valid targets for hacking for the duration of the effect. So essentially, it's not going to stack one upon another, right? Which is going to be huge. And then hacked damage multiplier reduced from 40 to 25%. So I think all of these are really good for Sombra, and I think it's going to make the game just a little bit more enjoyable. So for that, I'm going to give you a live look in real quick at what my teammates think when they're hacked by Sombra.
Oh my god, dude, I get hacked and die instantly?
What?
That's not good. That's not right.
All right, and here is the last one's heroes, Zarya. So I love having a Zarya on my team. I hate going up against Zarya. This is the most annoying character for me, especially being new in the game, right? People get mad when you're charging the bubble, and I totally understand that. But it seems like Zarya always has their bubble, always. Doesn't matter. I'll turn a corner, the bubble will be down, I'll start shooting, the bubble goes right back up, right? And I'm going to frustrate randoms. I'm going to frustrate teammates that I've played with for a long time. I'm going to frustrate myself when I see this character. And I will tell you, this is the least fun I have when I go up against Zarya. Again, I understand there's skill that goes behind it. There's some very good Zarya tank players that are out there, and that makes it a lot more difficult. And I say all the power to you, right? I think that you should use things that are broken. And in my opinion, being new to Overwatch, this is a broken character, and it just makes it for not that much fun for me, right? Again, I'll be the first to admit I like when there's one on my team, but when I'm going up against a Zarya, it's tough. So what is happening with Zarya? Well, first, barrier duration reduced from 2.5 to 2 seconds, so that's going to be huge. It's a half a second, but that could make all the difference in the world. And then barrier cooldown increased from 10 seconds to 11 seconds, so that's an additional second on that, right? So essentially, that could make the difference, at least to get a little bit more damage. And I get it. You're going to say in the comments down below, well, you can break the bubble as long as you're working good with your tank and your DPS players. I typically am playing a support player, so I don't really put that much stock into it, but I will tell you that you tell me not to look down, I look down. You tell me not to shoot the bubble, the first thing I want to do is shoot the bubble. And that makes me a bad teammate and a bad player. I totally understand that. However, I think that's probably what most people are doing, especially since I have friends that play this character and even playing against it, and they will say that that is charged all the time. So those are the 5 characters. Those are some of the nerfs / balancing that is coming to the game on November 15th. And now I'm going to leave you with some of the things that I don't think need balanced and I don't think need nerf, but tend to annoy me the most. So I'm going to start with my number 1. Pharah and Mercy as a combo. I don't know why, but this gets me every single time. When I see this, that's a no bueno for me. That's a tough one. This one's good, and this one goes out to all the Widow players out there. This is not an easy character to play, not an easy hero to play, and I am so susceptible to getting one-shot by Widow right at the beginning of the map. So if you see my name and I'm playing a game with you, just know you could probably get me down within the first second. Yes, that's happened to me. Yes, that's frustrating. Again, all the power to you Widow players out there. It is a very tough character to play, and I definitely know that it takes some skill. Reaper's so annoying. That's one, again, I don't think it needs a nerf or a balance. I just think that it is definitely, if you're a good Reaper player, you can disrupt my gameplay right away. One, by being annoying. One, by kind of shadow phasing out after doing a lot of damage. And the 2 taps to the heads can be killers sometimes. So again, annoying, doesn't need a balance, doesn't need a nerf, but it's just definitely one of my annoying ones. And then the hamster, the ball. That one, I don't know if it's useful in game. Sometimes it is. It is definitely an annoying character, and that would be the last one that I have from an annoying standpoint. I know if you're good playing it, it may be good, but obviously there's other tanks out there that I think are better for the team, right? Like Reinhardt or even Zarya, Orisa, that I think play really good. So based off of that, again, if you stayed here this long, right, hit that comment down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Leave me some comments. I would definitely like to hear what you would like to see next on my channel. And I do appreciate all you folks coming back time and time again. We were able to hit a lot of views last week, and we're going to keep that going this week. So until next time, again, my name is Soul, and I hope that you have a great week. See you in the arenas, legends.